So this video we're gonna be talking about Aurora and how I believe, not for sure, that they are the number one company that's selling product right now. I'm not sure how I'm gonna title the video, but I think they're doing pretty well from my research. They are selling a lot. They are moving a lot of product. I think they're moving more product than most of the MJ companies on the market, at least in my opinion. So their branding is working and they are selling a lot of products. So before I go and continue with the video, would appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up for this video. I don't know if it's gonna help grow my video, but it might. So that'd be nice if you did it. If you want to give me a thumbs down because you hate the video, that's fine too. Or you just hate me in general, because there are people out there that just dislike me and want to see me burn and die and bad things happen to me. But, that's the reality of it. Life, there's going to be people who hate you and people who can tolerate you and people who support you and like you. But, that's the reality of life. Anyways, I've been... Just before I continue, I just want to let you guys know that I've already watched 14 seasons of the South Park. Since I'm quarantining myself, I have nothing to do, and I just been binge watching South Park. South Park's pretty funny. It does get repetitive because, there's no storyline. Every episode's different. But I think South Park is hilarious and way more funnier than The Simpsons, in my opinion. But anyways, before I get onto it, one thing I wanted to point out, this is in Edmonton, but somebody got a $1,200 ticket for carpooling in Edmonton. Or is it Edmonton? Or I think it's in Alberta. So one of the police, they saw, somebody carpooling, so they pulled them over and they gave them each a $1,200 ticket for carpooling. People are serious about this carpooling thing. Basically, if you're driving, make sure you drive by yourself or the person you're carpooling with lives with you. If they don't live with you, you can get fined pretty big. But just to be on the safe side, try to drive a car by yourself because it prevents you from being pulled over by the cops. And cops are after everyone right now simply because they need to write up those tickets. There is a law for cops to write a certain amount of issue a certain amount of tickets, speeding ticket, any kind of ticket, at least 30 tickets a month, I think. I'm not 100% sure on this, but that's what I heard a while back. Anyways, as you guys know, this Saturday, the Ontario closed down the business. Still part of the central service. At least Quebec and British Columbia are still up and operational, but in Ontario they are closing down their 50 stores. 50 stores not that much, but at the same time, those 50 stores are probably extremely busy, and Ontario has such a big population that they want to close it down for a little bit, maybe set up stricter regulations and make sure that people are respecting the social distance. I can't say that word. Distance, like stay away from each other. And anyways, I think it'll probably be open back eventually. But in the short term, I still think that MJ is going to go down. Canopy also is laying off 200 people temporary through the 23 stores under Tweet and Tokyo Smoke banners. Moving forward, Aurora. Just before I talk about how good Aurora sales are, I want to point out to the chart. Aurora does look like it's starting a brand new downtrend. And, with the news of Ontario shutting down, that could help bring down the stock price further. I think that all the MJ stocks are going to do for correction. If we look at HMMJ looks like it's starting a brand new downtrend. I think it's going to go down further. I think that HMMJ is gonna break this 481 low, and if that does happen, it's gonna drag down all the other MJ stocks: Canopy, Kronos, Aurora, Tilray, Afria, and maybe some of the smaller players like Oxley and maybe even some of the U.S. multi-state operator. But I'm expecting that MJ stocks are going to go down. Look at the volume too; it's pretty weak. Big spike of volume, boom, and then lower and lower and lower volume every day. And I think that there's going to be another big massive correction to the downside in the short term here. And if we look, HMMJ had a spike of volume almost the same time as Aurora had this spike of volume too. See March 27th, Aurora had, and then March 27th. Oh, I guess HMMJ had the big spike of volume, and then Aurora had the big spike of volume. So Aurora didn't exactly follow HMMJ, but it eventually caught up. Anyways, moving forward. So this is an article in Edmonton, and it is true in a sense, because I've been going to these I've been checking online at these stores, and they look like they are selling pretty decently. And especially in Alberta, people are stocking up, because think about it, you're gonna be bored at home and you're gonna Twitter with your thumb and you're gonna be bored. Like, I had a friend who, because of this whole scare and problem, he stopped smoking MJ products because he wanted to keep his lungs healthy and he doesn't want to inject smoke. But what he found out was, first of all, he has no symptoms, but what he found out was he gets really, really, really bored not smoking any MJ. He's like, my days pass by so slow. And I'm just telling him, just smoke it. You don't have any symptoms. Who cares? Lots of things will kill you in this world. And he broke eventually, and he decided to start smoking it again, and now he's like, oh, my life is a little better. that's what he told me. So MJ does make you feel better. So, and people being trapped in the house, they're gonna wanna use more MJ products, and this could chain effect and create more users in the market. And hopefully it destroys the black market, simply because cops are watching people getting together, and maybe these black market dealers want to stay hidden and not really sell to their black market customers, and maybe the black market customers are converting to the legal market. Big possibility. Hopefully, I want to be optimistic, but I still think Aurora and the MJ stocks are going to decline further, simply from bad news from Ontario, on top of just the charts are telling me that MJ stocks is going to start downtrending. So one thing I want to bring up is the Aurora gummies. They're selling like hotcakes. Even till now, even till April 5th, they are selling like hotcakes. It's very hard to find them. When they come in, they sell out right away. The chocolates don't sell as well, but the gummies are selling like hotcakes. I think Aurora's biggest problem with the gummies is the containers. They probably cannot keep up with the containers. Hopefully, I don't know if this is happening, but hopefully Aurora is getting back those containers. Like, people throw them in the recycle bins, and then they gather up all these containers, send them back to Aurora. Aurora cleans them out and reuses them for the next, packaging, future packaging. Hopefully, I don't know if that's the scenario, but hopefully. So I checked Fire and Flower, and what I noticed on Fire and Flower is most of the Aurora's dry flower product, like Daily Special and San Rafael, they're very low and maybe not even existent. There is some Aurora products, and all the vape products, all the Aurora vape products on Fire and Flower are completely gone. I see some Afria, I see some Oxley, but I don't see any Aurora vape products. I mean, there's still some, but it's very low and not a lot. And gummies and edibles pretty much are gone at Fire and Flower. Nova, I also checked the Nova online inventory thing. I don't trust the Nova inventory thing. I trust Fire and Flower more. But from what I saw, there was no vape products listed on the Nova online availability. And Aurora products seems to be really, really, really low. But the one thing that I noticed is Aurora is having problems selling their pre-rolls. The pre-rolls are not selling as well as they want them to. I've also seen a discount on the Berta online store. And I just think that Aurora pre-rolls are not doing that well at the moment. No, that sucks, but that's the reality of it. Like I said, I checked the Alberta. Today's Sunday, new inventory came in. So, but I noticed that the Alberta online store, the pre-rolls for the Aurora pre-rolls, they've been discounted. They went from $27.99 to $19.99. They've been discounted almost $7. So yeah, that's the one, that's the one thing, right? Like, their pre-rolls are not selling. Aurora wants to get rid of them and bring in products that sell better. So anyways, right now the cases for the worldwide cases, 1.258 million. That is insane. United States represents more than 25% of that almost 20% of that at 328,000 cases. That is insane. Almost 4 times, at least 3 times more than China, and possibly 4 times in the very near future here. It's insane. I think China is just completely lying about their numbers, and they actually have way more cases than 82,000, almost 82,000 in my opinion. But who knows? We can't at the moment unless China decides to, hey, we'll release the real numbers. But they're not going to, because they're going to get a lot of hate if they release the real numbers, because people are like, oh, China was lying at all this time and now they're telling the truth. Well, that's why I don't think China's ever going to reveal the true numbers. Maybe it'll get leaked, but as long as they don't release the real numbers, China's cases will always be at 80,000 in my opinion. Anyways, that's it for my video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm probably gonna make another video later today when the pre-market opens, but this, since I have a lot of time and I'm not really working, all I'm doing is watching South Park, sitting at home, and not doing much besides watching YouTube and South Park and making videos. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content, and subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.